Okay, so I want to make a video about relationships. Just my thoughts on relationships. What I have realized about myself gradually is that I'm a little unconventional. When you think about what a relationship is, you usually think, a monogamous relationship. Monogamy, just one person being with one other person exclusively. I think monogamy it's a good thing. I think it does work for a lot of people. And it could potentially work for more people, if you're more conscious and you know yourself well, and you love and respect yourself, you can love and respect other people and apply yourself to those kind of contexts, those kind of relationships. Obviously, the thing about monogamy, the key to it is in its definition itself. Of course, just be that with that one person and don't be with anyone else, and you're doing it correctly. It's pretty straightforward. There are, I don't know, fringe groups, maybe you could say, that it maybe doesn't work well for various reasons. I guess I won't get into those reasons. I forgot what I was gonna say. So when you think about when people fail at a monogamous relationship, I guess there's a lot of ways to fail. I mean, maybe two people aren't compatible, or it's about balance. If a relationship is unbalanced in any way, it doesn't tend to work. Two people have to be in a relationship. They have to give the same amount. They have to put as much into it as the other person, or it tends to topple over. One of the ways that monogamy fails, obviously, is cheating. When one person has sex with or develops feelings for and pursues another person. Obviously, that's bad. Ideally, nobody would do that. But when you're looking at something like that, if you want to judge it, you have to look at each case individually. Cheating is, you're not satisfied in the relationship, and you're looking for something. You're looking to get your needs met outside of the context of that relationship, and it's a lack of communication, or it's somebody's own personal issues where they just are not able to be satisfied Another thing is, some people get off on that kind of thing, going behind someone's back and cheating on them, and that's not really something that I can understand. And because I don't really understand it, I take a neutral stance. Logically, I will say that it's something that you should not do because it's hurtful. It's perpetuating. You can't trust someone to not perpetuate that, and you're putting something into the world that you would not want to get back. And I don't believe that you should ever do anything to somebody that you wouldn't do to yourself, or something that you wouldn't want someone to do to you. So when I act, I think of it in terms of what I am doing to this person, I am essentially doing to myself. That's how I view it. So when you look at in the context of a monogamous relationship, cheating is cheating. All cheating is cheating. You can draw the line. But when you look at it in the context of the cheating itself, which is, when you look at it from the angle of the action itself, not all cheating is created equal. Not all cheating is cheating, in a sense. That sounds bad, but I'll try to explain. If look at, for instance, there are people out there that don't fit the status quo according to their own definitions or ideas about themselves. They don't fit into the status quo. People who are polyamorous, for instance, people who feel romantic attractions to more than one person at a time. And that's something that I can probably get into trouble for voicing my opinion on, but whatever. I think it's important to realize when you're looking out into the world that just because somebody's experience does not line up with your experience does not mean that theirs is bad. And it doesn't mean that they're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It means that you are two different people, two sentient beings experiencing different things in their life, and I think that it's important to validate that for your own sake, because if you're judging other people, it's because you're not secure with yourself and who you are as a person, because you're looking out into the world and you're saying that person is doing this differently, so one of us must be wrong, and I don't want that person to be me, so I need to fight against this and say this person is wrong. It's an insecurity thing. Anyway, so if you're looking at somebody who is polyamorous, by their definition, they develop romantic feelings for more than one person. That's different than somebody who is unfaithful, because somebody who is being unfaithful is looking to take their monogamous relationship and either break it, or they're trying to shift it over to this other person, whether consciously or subconsciously. They're maybe they want to be with this person more, or they're basically, if they are the sort of person that leans towards monogamy, and they are not being faithful to their partner, they're basically taking two relationships where neither of them is working and neither of them fits, and that's really not an ideal thing. It really isn't. If you're the sort of person that believes in monogamy and being in a relationship with one person and throwing everything that you have towards one person, then you do that. Don't stay in a relationship that doesn't work for you because you're afraid to be alone or afraid to leave. It's really disrespecting everybody in that context. I'm getting a little off track here. So cheating is something that you do behind your partner's back. It's somebody that doesn't want to be honest because they don't like what they're doing, or because they are afraid of what their partner will think, or they're afraid to lose that person, or they're afraid of change, they're afraid to rock the boat. But there's something in the context of their relationship that is not working for them. So they go behind their partner's back. That's a breach of trust, and so there's that element of dishonesty and disloyalty. Whereas if you look at somebody that has romantic feelings for more than one person, it's different, because that person is going to want to, outside of that fear, they're going to want to be honest about how they feel, and they're going to want to be straightforward about it. And this is not somebody that gets off on, betraying another person. This is not somebody that does it out of fear, or out of a sense of lack, because somebody who is polyamorous is not unhappy with their relationship or their relationships. And I think that's a really big difference. If you can be open about it, that's a big difference.